Today we have John Stull with us, who is the CEO, U.S. Cement for LafargeHolcim. And I have this is an important company in our industry, and as many people know, the fairly recent combination of Lafarge and Holcim has been a big story in the business for the last year or so. So we wanted to ask him a few questions. So John, what is the impact of the merger been on operations in the United States and on the way your combined companies now operate?
Yeah, so I think it's been very positive for us. Really, we've got a chance to bring together a lot of very talented people, and we were involved actually in this Geneva Rock project that you talked about earlier, supplying the product. So we have a lot of people, a lot of good technical information, been in the industry for a long time. I think the other positive thing is that we now have a network which is second to none in the industry, in my opinion. So, we have the capability to bring a lot of cement to these big projects from different parts of the country. We have a terminal network and a distribution network to really bring that together. So for me, I think those are really two positive aspects that have come out of the merger.
Okay, so have there been synergies by combining the companies?
Certainly there has been. I think, we've been able to source product differently from different plants to closer to the market. So our customers should see a benefit from that in having shorter supply lines and more product available closer to their markets.
Okay, so the ready-mix companies will see an advantage in this.
They should see an advantage into working with us, both from a know-how perspective and also from a logistical and supply basis.
So have you combined the technical staffs of the two companies?
Yeah, so the technical staffs have come together and are working well together. So we've both had a long technical history. We've done a lot of projects around the U.S. and around the world, really. So it's a great opportunity to bring the best of those two companies together and the know-how of those two companies.
Okay. So do you envision any new products coming out of this in the near future?
I think the first step for us is a lot of cross-selling. Lafarge was very strong in the fly ash piece, so it's a chance to now source some fly ash to some of the former Holcim customers. Lafarge had a lot of branded products as well, so the Extensia, Crinolia, in the concrete side, so you'll see some of those products being available through the former Aggregate Industries network. So I think that's the first thing that our customers will see, is this kind of sharing and cross-selling of products across both the former businesses.
How is LafargeHolcim looking at the cement industry and the construction economy over the next few years?
We rely very heavily on PCA for our forecast. So 2015 we had growth in 35 states. I think the new highway bill is going to be very positive for the industry. So as we look towards next year and then really relying on the PCA, we see kind of slow to moderate growth. And again, should have another positive year.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was going to ask you, so you feel like the surface transportation bill is going to be a positive impact on the cement industry in general?
Yeah, as I move around the country and I talk to a lot of the people from the states and the state DOTs, really what they've told me is, not having a well-funded highway bill with some length to it is very difficult for them to react and to plan. And I think now having a 5-year bill with some visibility, I think is going to be helpful for them. We always wish it was more money. I think there's more need than probably what we have funding for at this moment, but at least it's a good foundation we can build on.
Okay. Do you see any innovations coming in the cement and concrete business in the next few years?
I think there's going to be a big move towards sustainability and green products and durable products. So I think the industry is going to be very focused on that, having products which last longer, which are more durable, which have more green aspects to them. So those are the trends I see in the future.
Yeah, I think it seems like the cement industry is portrayed in a bad light too often, too frequently. And how do we get around that?
Well, I think we're part of the solution. I think in any structure that we build, it needs to be built for the long term. So I think people need to think about the energy use, the cost of construction throughout the life of the structure. And concrete being very durable, being very thermal efficient, really provides a good value, and for the life of the structure can really be the best economical and environmental choice.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.